So I have been messing around with the blast arrows plus tenfold fury, and I've gotta say that I've been doing a little bit of some damage tests against different opponents. I've been doing damage tests against Daimon. I've been doing damage tests against Death. I've been doing damage tests against the Your Dragon, and I just been doing damage tests against every single opponent that I could find in this game. And so far, with this strategy, every single opponent except for the Your Dragon online generation 222, 222nd generation, which of course is incredibly powerful. It sells easily in the billions. That's the only opponent in the whole game. Even in hard mode, I restarted the game and I put it back in hard mode. And even in hard mode, that's the only boss. That is the only boss that can actually survive this strategy. And it comes to question, I mean, this expansion, Dark Arisen, released pretty much just last week. It released exactly 7 days ago, and at least as far as I'm concerned, we're already at a point where people have figured out how to beat the opponents that we encountered. So I guess the expansion already lived out its life. I guess the only thing really left to do from this point forward is to actually collect all the Bitter Black Isle items and all the level 3 cursed weapons, which is actually what I'm trying to do right now. So I've finished going through the game all over again, and it's just that it kind of like gets me a little bit sad that the enemies are not stronger. I know we got a speedrun mode and I know we got a hard mode. But even in hard mode and speedrun mode, everything is still relatively easy. I hope Capcom goes ahead and patches this. I know with this expansion, Capcom went ahead and severely crippled the ability of the assassin class, because previously in the previous Dragon's Dogma, the original one, the assassin class was the one that actually was it. That was the one everybody used, that everybody could kill everybody with, and that was one that was extremely overpowered. This time around, it seems like the Ranger class or the Magic Archer class, those are the two classes that seems to be extremely overpowered. I know I went into the GameFAQs forum and a lot of people were complaining about how difficult it was to kill a lot of the enemies like Daimon or kill Daimon or Death specifically, with any other class that has to do actually short range, like melee range attacks, you know, like the Warrior class, the Fighter class, even like the Strider class, some class that doesn't really rely completely on really powerful long range attacks. And the blast arrows overall, I think that should really be patched. If you don't know where the blast arrows can be found, right off of Bitter Black Isle, you can actually just go back to Casardis and you talk to the woman in the shop. You can buy up to 999 arrows pretty much for your bulk vault where you keep all your items, and you can buy pretty much max amount of blast arrows for each one of your characters until they become like super heavy. So I mean, you can easily buy like 1500, 1600, 1700, 1800, depending on how big your characters are and how much weight they can carry, plus the 999 extra ones you can carry. And I think about every 999 blast arrows cost about 500k. So anybody that's playing, that's gone through the Bitter Black Isle a few times, actually has like a ton of extra money. So just overall, with this strategy alone, and just I know with the Magic Archer class, it's just become extremely easy. And I'm actually just hoping that Capcom goes ahead and patches this, or maybe they do have some sort of DLC or downloadable something to maybe upgrade the difficulty slightly, something like some way where the enemies don't get stun locked really easily by explosions, or don't get stun locked by continuous hits, because that's essentially what is going on. And I know the first time I faced Daimon, it took me almost half an hour to beat him, and now it takes me less than a minute to beat him each time. So I mean, you know, something just needs to get fixed. But anyways, thank you guys for listening, I guess, and I guess just leave me your comments below if you want to discuss or give me some ideas or your thoughts on what I just said. I really think the game should get an upgraded difficulty, and probably maybe somehow make it to where classes such as the Warrior class or the Fighter class actually got a chance as compared to Ranger class or the Magic Archer class, because you know, being up close and having no actual powers to actually battle opponents like the Death, which if you get up close to Death, he'll slice you to death, you know, with one hit, then that's really difficult to fight. So I guess I'll catch you guys later, and I guess enjoy the Your Dragon's death.